I've never seen people so excited, and you were never nominated. What power do you need, my friend?
Got into trouble yesterday.
That's what I'm saying. I'm sitting in us.
That was an honest mistake.
Seriously, now the whole house is on Gastro and Tattoo's case. What is currently happening in Biggie's house is one of the things that Tattoo really wanted to avoid. I mean, you guys, if you literally watched last night's conversation and Tattoo calling Gastron out, you notice that Tattoo's face like said a lot of things. So guys, in this video, I'm going to be telling you all about the conversation that is happening. I mean, it looks like the house is just clapping down on Tashwan. They're actually like having a group conversation. Man is come and tell you what is happening. If you're new to the channel, thank you for stopping by. This is another update of the Bbmzansi show. You guys, I mean, it's been a lot. I shared an earlier video talking about what's going on in Biggie's house. This is a continuation of that story. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notification bell. Guys, let me give you the conversation just the way it is. So guys, I mean, literally, let me just take it from the last one, right? The last video. Gastro, Gastron actually said that Sister Mara said that Gastron made an intentional mistake yesterday. So when Sister Mara said intentional mistake, maybe for Sister Mara, he felt like Gastron wanted to see what Tato's reaction is going to be. So that's why he intentionally decided to call Mpo baby. But Gastron just said it's a honest mistake. So which actually leaves it at the fact that Tato actually understands that this guy sexualizes almost everything, and which is something that she has actually warned him about. I mean, Tato actually gave Gastron a loud warning yesterday. Don't sexualize me and stop sexualizing everything. I mean, I don't know, but I think this guy is going to really like be a better person. Like a lot of personal development training is going to come with this Tashwan team. I'm telling you. So we saw them having that conversation. And you guys, I mean, if you ask me, I'll say people like Terry really laughed loud last night. People like Sister Mary really laughed loud last night. I mean, looking at Themba's face, like, we could tell that everybody have their matter. This Tashawa matter is on everybody's lips. So guys, let me move away from this guys because we've actually had a lengthy conversation about them before now. I just really want to talk about the conversation that happened between Themba and Themba, Libo, and Tulz. Guys, just to throw more highlights into this conversation, guys, listen up to some of the things that he said.
God damn, we rolled this season with the rulers of this season.
Now, from this conversation, it's very, very, very obvious. It's apparent that these guys are the Lord and the Ring, the Lords and the Kings in Biggie's house. I said that before, but the two Lords that I really see in this circle is Tulz and Themba. Tulz for the fact that he was able to be the chief of the conspiracy gang, and Themba because somehow luck played very well. He played his game very well. He had the ultimate veto power, so like a lot of things have been shining for Themba. And they really were praising themselves. Themba was like, he stood up 4 times, that he's not even scared of falling. Tulz was like, you know what, that gosh, I mean, Tulz is always talking about gosh. He's so fascinated that this guy could think of this is strategy. I don't know. But if you ask me, I mean, Gashwan's #1 fan in that house is Tulz, because there's no time Tulz has a conversation in that house and he does not talk about Gashwan. So he literally said, Gashwan, like Gashwan. And then Themba was like, I'm not even scared of that. You should stop talking about that. You never got nominated. So the difference is that you don't know what is outside there for you. But I mean, this is a mental power. This is your mental strength. You did well, So when we were having that conversation, I was like, okay, this is good. I mean, I really can't help but really applaud these guys for playing a good game. I mean, Libo and Tulz, that's their legendary move, not being nominated for 9 good weeks in Bbmzansi show season 3. Hey, Big Brother Naija, I hope people are learning. I hope people are learning strategy because, I want to see it in the next Big Brother episode, whatever country we're watching from. I want to see if anybody is going to break this record Libo and Tulz have set. So guys, they were just having this very conversation. They were just, farming themselves, like, hey, you know what, we did well, we did this, we did that. And Themba was like, Themba was just the chief. He's like, yeah, we're the kings. We're the kings of the season. We are the decision makers of the season. I'm like, yeah, you guys need to hype yourself. I beg. If nobody blows your trumpet, blow your trumpet. I mean, I'll tell you, we need to respect these three guys. We need to respect them. If you don't want to respect them because you're beefing them or because you have another person you're supporting, I mean, just give it to them. They did well. But I'm going to drag some people in this video. And one person I'm going to drag in this video is Libo. Because guys, you guys know that Terry and Libo have been at loggerhead. Now, Terry is not the first lady Libo has actually been fighting. In fact, right now, I think I'm cool with Tulz. Tulz is not such a bad person. Tulz is not just, he's not a bad person. I'm literally getting to understand Tulz. I'm just getting to understand that this is just the way this guy is. And okay, guys, let me also chip this in. I also noticed that I think one of the reasons why we're actually seeing Tulz and Libo as the people that some people are not really don't really like, let me use that word, is maybe because they never got to, act for fans to love them. So they got to show more of themselves than the other housemates. So for me, for once, I'm just trying to say, what if one of those housemates who have been up for nomination several times was never up for nomination? For example, if somebody like Gastro was never up for nomination from day one, would he give us the game that he gave us? If somebody like Mpo was never nominated for once, would she play the game she's playing? So literally for me, I'm like, okay, maybe the reason why we're not getting to see maybe the reason why these guys are not really intentionally playing a game of let the fans like me is because they never got nominated. I don't know if this makes sense, but you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So, I mean, from this conversation these three people had, it's very apparent that the two people they see as legit strong people, I mean, for Tulz, he sees Gashwan, and, also they had to talk about Mpo. They talked about Mpo a lot. They were like, you know what, one of the things that sold that Mpo is not that she's just she's attractive, she has her sexuality is there, her spirituality is there, and her personality is also very loud. So they're like applauding Mpo and all that, and it was just Libo for Misha. As in, I don't know, but there was something off about when I watch Libo and how he reacts. Sometimes he comes to Biggie, he says, you know what, I don't want to see myself and the women in the finals, the women are against me, and then he says it's not as if I'm discriminating against women. I don't know, but for some reason I just feel like Libo has a problem. I think he has male ego. This male ego is just is so into his head or something. Because why I'm going to drag Libo in this video is because after listening to the way Sister Mara talked to Libo, I thought Libo was going to receive some sense and go and make up with these ladies that he was actually having beef with. I felt like this would have been a very smart thing for Libo to do, but no. I actually got pissed when I heard Libo and Tulz have a conversation this morning. Guys, just listen up to a little of the conversation they had, and I'll come back and tell you more about it.
That you say you don't want to go to sleep, and then you'll be there in the lounge.
Now, guys, from this conversation, it is very, very clear that the person they were talking about was Terry. And in my head, I'm like, why is Libo now gossiping about Terry with Tulz? There was once upon a time, these three people were the clique in the house. So because right now I feel it's Libo, and it's Tulz. Tulz knows how to instigate things. Tulz is a very great manipulator, and for me it's just Libo, being the snake every time. I don't know, but it kind of turns me off. It turns me off because I literally thought that the guy was going to receive sense. I'm sorry I'm saying this about Libo. I thought Libo was going to receive a little sense and say, you know what, let me try and make it up with Terry. Let me try and make it up with Mpo. But you know what? He doesn't really give a damn. And the reason why he doesn't give a damn is because he's already in the final. So I feel like this housemates, this Libo and Tulz are really the people that we got to see them for who they are. Like this game, they didn't play any game. I mean, apart from a conspiracy game, I think Tulz, this is who Tulz is, and this is who Libo is. So basically, for me, I'm like, I really don't like Libo's personality. I think he was like this charming guy at the beginning of the game, but right now, I don't know how to place him. I find he's kind of annoying. I mean, he has a very annoying personality at this point, because looking at the way, I mean, literally, guys, Libo and Terry are the only people sleeping in summer day. And literally looking at how he's now mocking Terry, I'm like, guy, take it easy. You were once Team Terry. You literally had, I don't know, the guy pisses me off. I'm sorry. I just had to come and say this. I had to speak it from my heart. This is just literally how I feel it. But whatever. These guys are still playing their game. We're looking forward to whatever they're doing. I just feel Libo, I just feel like there's not going to be a lot of friends. I mean, reunion, I wonder what it's going to be like. Because looking at the gossips that happen in the house, even when these housemates are in the house and some of the housemates are outside the house, I'm like, will this guys ever really blend outside? I mean, the only people I see that are going to blend after this show is just Themba, Tulz, and Libo. Those three people. Apart from them, I don't think that bond is going to be there with the other housemates. I mean, looking at how Terry's a loud person, yeah, but I think I like the fact that she's also very confrontational. And I think I like the fact that she also speaks her mind and goes ahead to tell you know what, I'm going to do this. And she's very unapologetic about her personality. And I don't know, but I feel it's just very hypocritical because, watching how Libo has actually reacted to these ladies, I'm like, this guy, he needs to upgrade. His personality sucks at this point. Because looking at how Libo and Terry were sitting down, not talking to themselves, I was like, yesterday we saw Libo and Mpo washing. Libo was just busy singing, no even single hello or hi. I'm like, now wow. If beef was a name, it should be Libo. Guys, literally this is it. I'll be back here with more updates on what's up in Biggie's house. You guys, thank you for your watch time. For now, ciao ciao.